Welcome to Mr. Robot's Combat Log video tour. I'm Zoopercat and I'll be your host for the next 5 minutes, so let's get started. What we're looking at here is a group log for Explosive Conflict 16-man with Sven and Whittle already added. Now let's say one of them linked this to me in Guild and I wanted to go add my own fight. The first thing I'm going to do is click Home, upload a log, and follow the instructions. So here Mr. Robot knows the player's name and the time zone of my computer. So that's nice and easy. I'm going to click Next. He also asks for the region and server, and these are required so that he knows who to merge with and who not to merge with. For example, if somebody on another server has your name, we don't want that data getting confused. We also ask for the guild name, and that's optional. However, we recommend you putting it in so that you get added into the guild search feature that I'll show you towards the end of the video. Mr. Robot automatically detects the zone, if it's a flashpoint or an operation, as well as the difficulty and group size. That's all easy. Let's click Next. So here, Mr. Robot looked for logs that might be related and he wants to merge with. Notice how fast it was. Pretty nice, huh? So you'll see here that he found Whittle and Sven in the Explosive Conflict operation. Great, that's the one I'm looking for. Let's click Done. So here we're back to the same view we had started out with. And the difference here is you'll see that Maxium is now added to the group log. Perfect. Alright, so what we're looking at with this view is the overall damage, healing, damage taken, and healing received for all fights, for all sources. So the fun begins when we click on a player and get a breakdown of all the abilities. So I clicked on Maxium, and we see the ability breakdown for damage abilities. And we can also look at the damage he did per target. So here's Zorn and Toth. You can toggle between them. Now, what I really want to look at is just one of the attempts. So I just choose the attempt that I feel like up here, and I can look at the same stuff. So he's not a healer, so that's not very interesting yet. Damage taken by target. We can also see the amount that he absorbed. Now, let's take a look at the abilities. And let's say I want to see what kind of damage and what abilities he took from Toth or Zorn. I just use this menu up here. And here you can look at how much he absorbed, you know, the max damage took, the average damage took, the avoids, the crits, the hits, all that good stuff. We can also see healing received, and this view is by source, and that's really cool because now I can see, oh, okay, well, Norlon did most of the healing to him. I can also look at the healing by ability, but right now I feel like looking at only Norlon's abilities because I want to see what he did that kept him alive and did all that healing. So you can just choose to toggle between all the different players with this menu. Now other effects are just things like did you use a med pack or did you have a shield put on you? All that little stuff that doesn't really fit somewhere else. Now let's go back to the main view here and let's take a look at the stat we have here, this active time. So here you can see how active somebody was during that fight, and that means how long they were alive. We can see that each of these players had a death, and this one was playing for 86%, and this one was there for 98% of the attempt. So that's the basic views for this stuff. Let's go to the home slot and take a look at this. So here we keep a list of all of your different logs, your group logs and then all the personal logs that you've uploaded. And we categorize them by story and hard mode for you. Now, you can do all of this stuff with never being logged in, and Mr. Robot will remember the last 10 logs that you uploaded. He'll never delete those logs. You can always get to them as long as you have the URL. But he'll remember you and remember you that you're an owner of the last 10 logs that you've done. If you're logged in, he remembers all of them. And that's important in case you want to edit something, like say you typed in the guild name wrong, or you want to take the guild out, or put it in, or change one of the servers if you put that in wrong. So that's where you go to do that here. Now, any of the views that you're looking at, you can grab the URL and link to that specific view. Let's go back to the home button here. Now, the other cool thing is we have a search by guild feature. I've already entered the region, server, and guild into this search box, and Mr. Robot will look up all of the logs, the group logs, and the personal logs for everybody with that guild name for the current and previous months. And that's really cool in case you're looking to see, like, you know, you were a pugger and you want to look up that guild, or you're in the guild but you didn't do that raid. You can just do a search. You don't have to beg people for the URL. It's actually a pretty cool feature. That's it. We hope you enjoy the combat log.